What up, YouTube? Today we're gonna drop this truck. It's I think a 2017. We're gonna do the McGaughy's, whatever the fuck you want to call it. 4.7 drop.
Professional.
For 7 drop, 7 in the rear, and 4 up in the front. The rear is a axle flip kit. So that means that the axle is gonna go over the leaf springs instead of under. And for the front, we're gonna replace the whole strut. So it is a 2017. This one comes with the brown interior, the little wood trim. It has a two-tone interior. The dashboard is also dark brown, and the seats are light brown leather. Also the center console. LT package with the tow stuff on it also. This is where you have to be careful and make sure of the shops that you take it to, because this comes from factory under the leaf springs, between the diff and the leaf springs, and I guess they removed it to lower the truck a little bit, so they put them on top, and it's not even supposed to go on top because there's no place for these U-bolts to sit. So right now we're gonna remove these, and then we're gonna flip the axle to the top. Alright, so we have to lower the diff all the way, and we're gonna jack up a little bit more. We're gonna jack up the truck a bit more so that we can mess with the leaf springs. We had them do that bolt right there and two 13mm up here to have the brake lines a little bit loose. And then another mistake, another shot mistake. There's one bolt missing, one nut missing right there. That's why people charge cheap, man. They don't put all your shit back where it should go.
Sorry, buddy, but I have to keep working on this one.
And we are also removing the tow hitch and the rear bumper, just so we can get the bed off of the truck, because we have to cut these rivets for the hangers. We're gonna do that real quick, and then once we have the bed not completely off, just scoot back a bit, we're gonna start cutting. So there's 4 bolts to removing the bed. There's that one right there, and there's this one right here, and there's one back there. Alright, so we removed the leaf spring bolt, as you can see.
Is you going to weld?
And now we're gonna grind these off. We're gonna use a cutoff wheel and chop them up in half and hammer them out. Alright, so we're done cutting the rivets off. We have to cut this off. We're just gonna make a line right here and then knock it off. Alright, so this is the comparison between the stock and the aftermarket. As you can see, this is how the stock one came from the factory, in this position, and the aftermarket one's gonna go like this. It's upside down, but it's shorter. And once you get it to this point, where you don't have the rivets anymore, there's actually only 3. This one is a nut on the inside and a bolt, and we're grinding this with the flat disc.
Put a little grease.
Put a little bit of grease so it won't rust. So then this goes up here like this. And now we're gonna do the other side. Once we're done with the other side and we bolt the hangers in place, we're gonna mess with the leaf springs and flip them and do all that stuff. One thing I forgot to mention is that this pin, you have to remove it, but don't just remove it like that. You have to put some clamps on the leaf springs so they won't, you know, spread apart when you remove the pin. So you remove it and then you flip it upside down. This thing has to go underneath, so it has a, so the U-boat has a place to grab onto, because they sit on this. So you have to put this underneath and flip this pin upside down. Alright, so we ran into an issue yesterday when we installed the flip kit. This truck was already lowered with lowering shackles. I don't know how well you can see, but they're too long. So we were thinking that we were going to be able to adjust them with those, but we weren't. So we got some stock shackles and we're going to install those in the back. But first, then we're going to start working on the front. So I'm going to get to removing the wheels and putting the truck on Jackson so we can install the struts. This is the difference between the stock shackles and the aftermarket lowering shackles. We were using this hole, so it's gonna bring it down. It's gonna bring the truck down 2 inches, 2.5 inches probably from this. There you have it. It's a 4.7 drop on 24s. 2017 Silverado LT. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. There's more videos coming.